What's up YouTube? I'm Josh Newland. In this video I want to share with you guys how I'm changing my workouts and my weightlifting specifically during my college soccer season this fall. Alright, so I guess you could consider this video a bit of a update or follow-up on one I made recently. You can check that out, about what I believe the biggest mistake athletes make in the gym over the last few weeks, just thinking about how I work out, also trying to manage time, having conversation with my coaches. Just been realizing more and more I need to switch it up a little bit. You know, in that video, obviously talking about doing less kind of bodybuilding lifting, more lifting like an athlete should. So I've been trying to change my workouts. Also, I just have less time during season and I don't want to be sore for game days, so I'm having to tune it down to about 3 days a week. The biggest difference also so far is that I'm doing full body workouts every time I go to the gym instead of just focusing on certain muscle groups. So I'm working it out about 3 days a week now during the season, but I'm also in certain ways getting about the same amount of work, and at least I'm hitting full body every day. I also noticed it's only like my second week into it, but I haven't really been that sore either because I'm not super tiring out one muscle group each day, and then that takes that muscle, 3 days or so to get back to where it's not sore anymore. I'm also doing just a bit shorter workouts, about an hour, and just less rest, a lot of supersets. So the main goals for this is, first and foremost, train like I should be being a footballer, not bodybuilder. Also factor less time, want to be more efficient, and also less sessions in the gym than I normally would do, in the off season, like 5 days a week. Some of these things I know I'm gonna stick with permanently. Probably do this full body split instead of splitting into different muscle groups, because I've heard other strength and conditioning coaches, especially strength and conditioning coaches for football or soccer, have said about full body workouts, and it's just efficient. Some of these things are more temporary just for the season. Like I said, working out 3 days a week, I'm definitely going to up that in the off season. Off season, probably spend a bit more time working on power, strength, more rest time in between sets. But for right now, the goal is to maintain that power, speed, strength, build on it a little bit, but maintain it most of all, and do so without feeling really fatigued every day at practice or when we have games 2 or 3 days a week. So I'm going to show you guys an example workout I did this morning and just kind of voice over that, explain a bit more, show you a specific example of what I'm talking about.
So I always like to start my workouts first with abs or core. As you can see here, this one's fairly challenging. Not changing how I do core a whole lot, but just trying to challenge myself and do some more unique kind of exercises. And this second one with the exercise ball is real challenging. It's burning and challenging your balance and good for your shoulders as well. So I really enjoy these two specific core exercises. And also, like the rest of the workout, I supersetted these two exercises. So after warm-up and core, I like to do the most explosive movements first because those require the most energy, and that's just the most important priority is power and explosiveness as an athlete. So you can see I did some upper body clap push-ups and then supersetted with these plyometric skater jumps or bounds. I do give myself a little bit of rest in between, and like I said, I'm doing a full body workout, so I superset between upper body and lower body. Next thing I did was some bent over rows, single arm, and just controlling the weight on the way down, going fairly heavy and just doing about 6 reps per arm. So I'm getting that strength in here, and then as you'll see, I transitioned from this and supersetted with just some dumbbell walking lunges. And I really enjoyed this, honestly, because the way superset works, what it's meant to do, especially when you're doing upper body with lower body superset, by the time I'm done with the lunges, come back to the bent over rows, and my back doesn't still feel like it's on fire or whatever, but it's also not too long of a rest that it just doesn't feel the burning anymore. So the next thing I did, one of my favorite explosive movements, I honestly don't even know what these are called. But as you can see, I'm pushing, having to engage my core and get a little bit of that hop in there. And then I'm doing some single arm explosive stuff, and mostly working with my shoulders. But it's also a bit of a full body thing. As you can see here, quickly put the weight down, and then I get into these lateral lunges, the dumbbell. So this one is targeting more of my groin, but just my legs overall. Finally, the last pair of exercises, I did these dumbbell lateral raises. I just went fairly heavy weight and just did about 8 reps. Try to just control it, work on that, and then I supersetted with this calf workout. So with this full body workout, I'm trying to get each muscle group covered, and doing so through different kinds of exercises that work out multiple muscles at once. But there are a few where I isolate it like this. So I'm just hitting every part of my body, maintaining, keeping that strength and muscle.
Now, another thing with this, I realized my fitness outside of weightlifting, it's good enough, but it's not good enough, if you know what I mean. Good enough is never good enough. So I'm trying to find ways to up that, get a bit more of that in there, here and there, which we've been doing. Stuff like that, practice little things. So another way I'm working on that, getting on an exercise bike. Been using a program called JackFit. They're a company where you hook up their product to your bike, and then it's basically like a video game. You put it on your phone, you can cast it to a TV or on your tablet, and you can see that while you're riding the bike. For me, and just nice because it's another way to track the distance on a bike, see some other things in there as well. And it's in a video game format. It's really cool, customization stuff, competing, all of that just feeds into you wanting to do it more, a little bit extra motivation.
So for the program, you download an app. Just to show you guys some of the in-app features here. You just connect using some Bluetooth when you have it set up on the bike, and then once you get going, they have a few different modes. I just choose this roaming mode here. They have different kind of maps, just virtual maps. And then once you get going, your character on the screen, when they're riding, they do try and match visually the speed that you're going. It'll tell you how many miles total you've driven or rode, the time, and then the miles per hour, which can also be kilograms. Then you can also click on different people riding around the same map as you, so a little bit of competition in that sense of it. And just showing you some of the other features here. It shows you some other stats, which is interesting to see. So it really is just like a video game. You can change camera angle here, as you see, and I think that's just really interesting, and it's probably a trend that'll be in the fitness industry, making it more sort of like a video game and encouraging competition and exercise in that sense of it.
So I've enjoyed using that so far. But basically in this video, guys, I just wanted to share with you a bit more of my journey, a bit more advice, experience I want to share with y'all, and also kind of like a follow-up on that video I made a little while ago. It was a bit of a rant and also kind of talking to myself. I need to start figuring out creative ways to really tailor my training to make me the best footballer. Of course I want to have a good physique and be strong and powerful and all that, but football comes before anything else. Soccer comes before anything else. Weightlifting is like a supplement to that. It's not weightlifting is the main thing, and then soccer, football on the side. So if you guys enjoy this, I have had a few people in the past ask about, can you put together a program for me or send me your program? I don't really have a strict program that I follow, at least typed out and everything. That's something I probably should do. Most of the time, I just have certain exercises I already know, and then I'll decide, depending on the day, which ones I want to use. Once I get my degree, feel like I'm qualified to do so, I am planning on probably making some weightlifting programs, things like that I would sell, because that kind of hard work, you got to make some money from it. But if you guys do want some more specific tips, just reach out to me. Everyone's different, so I can't give everyone the same exact program, but I can give you some tips, advice, and clearly by this video, I'm learning myself. So if you did enjoy, please hit that like button. If you're new here, you like this kind of content about football, fitness, specifically college soccer, be sure to subscribe. I post videos every week. But other than that, guys, I appreciate all your support. For all of you watching, God bless. I'll see you in the next video.